Hey, what's up everybody? So if you all saw the video from last week, we took the Benelli Lupo and we put their Sub MOA guarantee to the test. We used multiple rifles. We did their 3-round group. That's what their guarantee is for. And we put it to the test to see if it would really hold up. We shot multiple 3-round groups. And I'm not gonna give it all away. You just need to go watch the video to check it out. But I will say we were pleasantly surprised, maybe not even really so much surprised, but it did pretty dang well. So check that video. I'll put that description and put a link down in the description so that you can check it out. This week, we have added to our lineup for our long range schools, we have added Christensen Arms. We've added a couple of their models. This one for this week is the Ridgeline. Just a little bit real quick about the Ridgeline because we'll do a different video where we dive a little bit deeper. Comes in at about 6.3 pounds. Price point of, I believe right at $1,800 for starting point. Then you can do some upgrades from there. And carbon fiber barrel, of course, which is what Christensen Arms is known for. This particular one, we just cleaned it. I have, before I started this video, I fouled the barrel. I have fired 3 rounds out of it. That's it. We are using Barnes Precision Match, which is what we use during our long range classes. And then on top, I have got a Zeiss Conquest V4 6-24. We're gonna be shooting at 100 yards. I've got 2 targets down there. And what we're going to do is I will do a 3-round group. We're going to let it cool. We'll do another 3-round group. We'll let that cool. I think I'll do 2 more. I think I'll do a total of 4 3-round groups, and then we'll take an average and see if it holds up to their guarantee. For the Ridgeline, from what I could read on Christensen Arms website, it is a half-minute Sub MOA guarantee. So I'm pretty sure that I read that right for the Ridgeline specifically. So that's what we're going to try to hold our standard to. So let's get this first one going, and we will start. Let's take a look here. All right, so the left target, you should see 2 targets. I've got the Tacticam LR rolling on the target so that you can see it a little bit closer up. We're going to go on this left target, and I will shoot at the top left diamond. I should also add I am running suppressed. I do not have hearing protection on. It's just me here. We are on our range in Texas, so we are good to go. All right, round 1. All right, so there's 3. I'm going to let this cool down, and then we will go to the second group, and then we'll also do groups 3 and 4. So stay tuned. I will be right back. All right, so I just let this cool for just a few minutes. I don't know if you all can tell or not. It is windy here today. I don't think that's affecting my shooting too much because we're in our range house. But it's really windy here today, which West Texas, you just come to expect it. I've let it cool for just a few minutes. With the carbon barrel, it's really hard to tell how hot it actually is, but I think we're good to go. So now we're going to stay on that same target, the left target that you guys can see through the Tacticam LR, but I am going to go to the right diamond, top right diamond this time. That one actually broke left on me. All right, so there's the second 3rd-round group. We're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna let this cool for just a minute, and then we will go to groups 3 and 4. Oh, hey, so one of the things that I didn't tell you that we will do, just so that we have an official measurement, we have our digital calipers here. We measure the circumference of the bullet, which we're shooting 6.5 Creedmoor, so it's going to be .264, and then we will re-zero, and then we'll go down and take the measurements of furthest outside to furthest outside and come up with our MOA. All right, y'all, so while we're letting the Ridgeline cool down a little bit, I cheated and I walked down just to get a closer look and look at the groups, and I took a picture. And 3-round group is way too easy for this rifle. We absolutely smoked it. Without measuring, both of those are definitely inside half a minute. So we're gonna up the ante a little bit. Let's go ahead and go to a 5-round group. It's not part of their guarantee, but I don't think we'll have any problems doing that as long as I can hold up my end of the bargain. So that remains to be seen. But this Ridgeline is just absolutely stacking them in there. All of our schools that we did this spring, we included the Ridgeline, and we also included one of their other rifles, and the Hunter Precision rifle, and I may have the name mixed up a little bit in there, but anyway, we had both of them in there, and they have shot phenomenal. The clients have really liked them, so there's no complaints at all, especially on this Ridgeline. So let's go ahead, and we're going to go on that same target, target 1, which would be the far left, and I'm going to go to that bottom left diamond, but we're going to do 5 rounds this time. Round 2. Round 4. Round 5. I think that looks pretty good. I'm just obviously looking through my rifle scope. So y'all know the drill. We're gonna do this one more time, except I'm gonna do another 5-round group. And as long as that one's sub MOA, we do not expect a half a minute out of a 5-round group. I would say that we're doing pretty dang good. So cool off period. We'll be right back again. All right. So we are down to the last one, and we're going to do another 5-round group just to put this to the test. It is just one rifle that we're doing, and really so far so good. We'll get this one done, and then we'll go down, we'll put the camera on all 4 groups, we'll measure them, and then we'll bring them back up here, and we will do an average and see where we're at with the 4 different groups. All right, so we're going to the last diamond, which will be the bottom right on the far left target. And here we go. Yeah, that's the best group yet. I can't wait to measure that one. 5-round group. Yeah, we're all clear. So anyway, we're going to walk down and measure all 4 of those. So some upcoming videos though, before we go do that, I want to tell you about some of the things that we're going to do, because we've got some really cool rifles in stock now. Obviously, I told you we've got a couple from Christensen Arms. We've got some from Fierce, some from Seekins on the way, Gunworks, Altera, of course our Benelli Lupos, and then we've got some others that will be on the way. We just don't have them in our hands yet. At least 2 other manufacturers I know that we will include in the lineups for our long range classes. But with those, we're going to do some fun things. We'll do some head-to-head, maybe some Christensen Arms and a fully custom Altera, or maybe Altera and Gunworks. Maybe you guys tell us what you would like to see go head to head, and we'll see if we can make it happen. But anyway, we're really excited about some of the stuff that we've got coming up. Ooh, I've got one that will happen this summer sometime, where we will be going out to a mile. We will be setting up some 2-liter bottles of soda and stretching out a 338 Lapua with a little surprise on the end of a new announcement that we have coming up real soon. So make sure you stay tuned for that, because that's going to be really cool. Let's go measure these. Okay, so right there we're at 0. What we're going to do is measure the projectile, measure the bullet. Like I said, it should be 2.64 because these are 6.5 Creedmoor. Close as I'm good, 2.63, so that'll give a little bit of advantage, but 0.263 instead of 0.264, and I'm going to 0 that out, and now we're going to go down there and measure. All right, I apologize for the wind. Ain't nothing I can do about it. We're in West Texas. So right here's group 1. Pretty dang impressive. Obviously that is way sub MOA, but let's see if it's less than half a minute. You can see we're at 0 right there. So we're going to go outside to outside. Not a bad way to start at 0.325, so we'll call it 0.33. On group 1, 0.33, so third of a minute. Group 2 doesn't look as good. So I stacked 2 in there and then 1 pretty much right in the center. So let's see what we've got here. Put that right on the edge. Oh, we're just going to be over 0.5. Here, let me get that on there a little bit better. 0.566. So we did go a little bit over that, but got some human error in there as well. So 0.56, just a little bit over. Now, here's where the real tests are. We went to a 5-round group, not part of their guarantee, but it was doing so well we thought, hey, let's just see what it does. So this is the first 5-round group, and I'm gonna do a couple of measurements because it's really a little hard to tell what the furthest is. So from here to here is only 0.46, so under half a minute. Excuse me. And let's look from, yeah, that's going to be the furthest. From there to there is only 0.41. And from, oh, here, this may be our furthest right here. There's our, no, 0.46 was our furthest on that one. That's a 5-round group. That's impressive. And keep in mind, or 0.46. Keep in mind, this Ridgeline starts at like $1,800. So that is impressive. Now let's look at this one. Man, this is why you do 5-round groups. There's 4 right there. That would have been super impressive. It's impressive the way it is, but there's, I don't know if that's number 5 or not, but if that would have been it, good Lord, we stacked 4 of them in there at 0.26, basically a quarter of a minute. But a 5-round group, we did 0.6. So 5 at 0.6, and 4 of them at a quarter of a minute. That's pretty impressive. So let's go up here, we're going to average these out and see what we ended up with. But I'm going to say that the Christensen Arms Ridgeline, yeah, it's the jam. Okay, so y'all saw the targets down there. I brought them up here, got my calculator out, and I did some averages. And what I wanted to do was average the 2 3-round groups, then average the 2 5-round groups, and then I averaged the 4 groups together just to see what we would come up with. And remember, the guarantee for the Ridgeline from Christensen Arms with premium ammunition, doesn't have to be hand loads, is sub half a minute. So here's what we ended up with. With the 2 3-round groups, and that's with the 3-round group, by the way, the 2 3-round groups averaged 0.44. So that's with 2 different groups. So under the half-minute guarantee. So then we bumped it up to 2 5-round groups just to up the ante a little bit because it was shooting so well. We did the first one at 0.46, the second one at 0.60 for an average of 0.53 for 5-round groups. So that's right at their half-minute guarantee. But if you take all 4 groups together, 2 5-round groups, 2 3-round groups, we still came up with an average under their half a minute at 0.49. So I don't know about you all, but I think that is pretty dang impressive for a rifle that comes in or that starts at under $2,000. That's pretty impressive. So anyway, that is our latest test on testing out Sub MOA from different manufacturers. We've got some more coming, and I believe we're going to have Fierce is up on deck. We'll see how they do in the next video. I'll see you guys on the next video.